How you guys doing? Noony Noon, your boy, once again coming to you. I hope everyone's doing fine during this 2025. Okay, Home Depot, Home Depot. I worked for these folks for about 33 years. I started the first, well, I could say intramural basketball team, meaning that they had no basketball being played. So Paramus on Route 17 North was the second store that opened in New Jersey. Home Depot, yes, the second store. First one was Route 10, I think, East Handover. So I started working back then in 1990, and felt the need to have extra curricular activities, which is basketball. So then later on, stores started popping up everywhere. We started knocking wrinkles and channels out of their little work. So Clifton, Bloomfield, a lot of the stores was built. We still had our team. It was called Just Us, orchestrated and formulated by myself, of course. Some of the players was very decent. We had on that squad. A lot of names fail me. You know, it's been such a long time ago. We talking 33 years ago. Anyway, we got Bryant Sampson, B. Sam, Demetrius Carroll, Dino Wheeler, Stan Martin. Then Passaic we had maybe I think Don and Mike from Passaic. So we had a few players, but we was winning a lot of games. Back then, there was two guys that started the business, Home Depot, Bernie Marcus and Arthur Blank. Arthur has a football, I think the Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons or something like that now. These guys was very brilliant. They got terminated or fired from two guys. It's called Two Guys in Harriet, but they dropped the Harriet and made two guys, but they fired Bernie and Arthur. So what they did was they got a financial backing from their financial advisor named Kenneth Langone. Kenneth fronted them some money. I think he got his money. I'm not sure. This could be a rumor from Ross Perot, which was a chicken guy. Now, I'm not sure about that part. But what they did was stress customer service to the fullest. We had a return policy where we took everything back. No receipt, everything. So this brought more people to come into the stores. And at first, we had no merchandise hardly. Just put fake boxes up there on the shelves like we had real merchandise until we got the merchandise. So these guys was pretty brilliant, man. Our store manager at that time was Dennis Kennedy. Dennis was telling us back then how if we were smart, we would invest our money in the Home Depot stock. I love this song. I'm sorry. Let me just turn it down a little bit. But so the stock turned out to be a great investment. Then plus they had great benefits. They gave us stock options with discounts. Had I not had to raise a family, I'd have been a millionaire by now. But unfortunately, life is life, so I had to use some of that stock money. But Dennis stressed that real tough to us to save your stock money. So I just wanted to give you guys a little insight about that. My second thing I want to say to you guys is Moving right along with the basketball players in New Jersey. Patterson and the surrounding towns. There's some names that I left out that's coming to my mind. You know, like I said, in part 1 to part 17, I mentioned so many players. And again, it's based on players that I've ran into and played against, and that's how I judge their talent. Not pros or NBA players or CBA players, although some of them are. If you go to John Benjamin, Let's Chop It Up, hosted by daughter Samia, you'll see and you'll hear about all the players. So moving right along, there's a couple of more I want to shout out. The Sherman brothers from Patterson. Henry Sherman, his brother Charlie Brown, Allen Jefferson. He had a son, Allen Jr. too, and another son, Butch McCoy. Carl Price. Carl was defensive specialist. John Price, Jimmy Mickens, Stevie Mickens, and Steve Miller. Steve Miller played with us a lot in school, 24. Michael Chapman. Mike remind me of Richie Roof, as I mentioned in my other parts. You have to look at the parts from 1 to now to get the gist of this whole thing and tell your story. Again, this is about telling your story. Mike had he was a threat. He had a pull-up jump shot, good handle, and he played defense. The pull-up was crazy, sort of like a Rich Hamilton or what's the boy played with Westbrook. Pull up like that back then. Mike Chapman. Also moving right along, we had players from other Inglewood, Teaneck, Hackensack, Salim, Nick, Leon, Matt Lawson, Richie, Dino, Andy Biases. This caddy worked for Reckin Products, it was a hair care company. Andy was nice. Also, Jerry, little short Jerry, nice. Mike Nurse, my nephew Jermaine Sims, Rob, and his brother Darren, Bobby Madison, Punchy, Tinsley boys, rest in soul. One of them, I think, Billy, passed. I'm not sure, but I remember the Tinsley boys. Well, everybody know Poodle over there, Bill Willoughby, but the Tinsley boys was tough too. And you guys probably heard me mention in my earlier groups, John Nottingham. A problem. John Nottingham might have been the best in New Jersey at that time. John Nottingham. When he get on the court, he just start nodding. That's how tough he was. I told you guys I would give you my top 5 players in New Jersey. So I'm going to wait because I got a problem with number 5. So I have to, it's just so many good players, folks. This is a game of basketball. It's your boy Noonie Noon telling his story. So if you got your story to tell, please tell it so it can get told right. Love you guys. Keep God first. Stay focused. No stress. Love you guys. I'm signing out. Peace.